Man, the divorce rate in the church is so high, and we looked at the statistics today. Back in the 60s, people were considering marriage 1 out of every 10, and it took a survey of today's society, and it has really dropped 50%. 1 out of every 5 people are even considering marriage. Now that could be lack of each other wanting to make a commitment, or as Alvin said on the show, that he didn't have a male model to teach him anything about responsibilities concerning marriage or even love. And that may be the very reason why marriage today is failing, because no one's being taught. No one now even want to come and take the time out to get counseling.
That's true.
Today.
Wow.
And because of that lack of knowledge, people are not committing to marriages today.
Well, they also tried to say that the economy has a lot to do with it, that they don't have the finances. But I think marriage would have been a better resolution for that, because you have two finances at that time. I think a part of it is because back in the day, if you want to talk about the 60s, women were really encouraged to save themselves until marriage. So you had something to look forward to. But now sex is a very prevalent thing. You know, they're not encouraging the young people, our children, to save themselves. What is saving yourself? Why get married? What they used to say, why pay for the cow when the milk is free? So I think that has a lot to do with it too. They're so promiscuous, and our children, our babies are having babies. And the young boys, once they get it, men lose respect from women. They get everything prior to making that commitment. So that has a lot to do with the divorce. Well, you can't get divorced because you haven't got married. But the divorce rate is high because there's no real commitment nowadays. There's no real dedication, and people don't love and care for one another. They don't take the marriage vows as serious today as they used to.
And then the government also has a lot to play with that. Their part is, if you're single, your tax rate is lower. They penalize you for when you get married.
Wow.
So
Yes,
the government, and that's why it's important for us to pray for these people that are in our government, the people that are in power, the people that are in a position to make these decisions.
Wow.
Because they're steering us away from everything God says.
And God put in place.
Wow.
And marriage is honorable. Marriage is one of the things that God ordained.
That's right. It was marriage before the sanctuary. God ordained marriage before the sanctuary.
All right. You know what, Sir Walter? I
What?
think it's about that time. And we got to go.
Time is running out.
Hello, everybody. This is the Sir Walter Jones Show. I got the posse here.
All right.
They here in the room. I'm excited. We did the show today. This is Pink Perspective Tuesday. And the show today was about, is it okay for you to marry? Then the burn, right. Yeah. What he said. Yeah. So, Mary Hampton, she came in late, but better late than never. Right. She put it all in perspective, didn't she?
Yeah.
I can't stand her. Yeah. And
Yes, relief.
Relief.
Better late than never.
Yeah. That's right. And we have our dear friend. See, these are pastors, okay? Now, she's an evangelist. Now, she married to this pastor here,
All right.
which makes her an automatic pastor. But, yeah. Because when he called him, she got called. All right.
Co-pastor.
Yeah. And this is Pastor McPhee here. Saying, hey, how y'all is?
I got the dirt.
Yeah. I got the finest pastors up in here, I'm telling you. And then there's Pastor Keisha, we all know, Diva.
All right.
Diva. Don't pop like that. Yeah. And they all are very, very talented, because she got a CD project.
Yes. Unstoppable. Yes.
Right there. It's
Right.
up there.
It's up there.
Yeah. Unstoppable. Okay. All right. Now, he is a producer and the creator and all this other stuff he do.
Yeah.
It's wonderful how husband and wife work together.
Yeah.
So you go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7, you read all through that, and you listen to the show, you get a better understanding. Alvin is married to probably, I think, in my perspective, because she's watching this, one of the finest women in Chicago.
I got you, Gina.
Yeah. I'm hungry, Jesus. I like chicken. That bird died and I might have life. Hallelujah. And you had it more abundantly. Yeah. So listen, if night, Wednesday Music Videos night, I've got Lawrence Jones, Lawrence C. Jones. He's a fantastic guitar player. He plays for Fred Hammond now, and he's on tour with the Jonas, Nick Jonas, and all these other people. So listening tomorrow, we're gonna ask the question: can Christians listen to secular music?
What's going on?
Yeah. Now I know my promos usually short, but I was in the car with a evangelist woman, and we were going to church, and Luther was happened to be on. Luther Vandross, y'all know him? And she's like, "Ooh, you better turn that off." She says, "Cause you know you single, ain't you?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "That might." I said, "Is it making you?"
She started burning.
Yeah. I said because it don't make me burn because I listen to the piano.
Yeah,
you know,
the
house is not a home. That's the one.
Yeah.
You hear that piano in the beginning.
Yeah,
When I hear those love songs, I think about the arrangement because I've written over 1,500 songs. And I listen to those things. But on my seat to the right, she was getting worked up. Yeah, worked up. Yeah. So I had to turn it off. I had to turn it off for her. Yeah. So I turned it off for her. And when she got out of the car. I turned it back up. Don't you remember? Told me love. Yeah, that's it. Yes, sir. All right, so you listen in, and we'll talk about that. In the second hour, we'll talk about how you can make some money. Because I look good because of the music business. Hallelujah. All right. That's it. Limit 20. All right, we got this is the Sir Walter Jones Show.
Wow, more funny than the show.
Sir Walter Jones.
Who is it?
Sir Walter Jones.
What's his name?
Sir Walter Jones.
Whose show is this?
Sir Walter Jones.
Who is it?
Sir Walter Jones.
Say it again.
Sir Walter Jones.
Who you with?
Sir Walter Jones.
One more again.
Sir Walter